Good morning, y'all. Good morning. And to those of you who celebrate this holiday, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. As promised, I am on here because I thought it would be really nice for us to have a quick morning hello and Merry Christmas with everyone here. If you're new to this channel, well, this is going to be a pretty sedate day to come on, but we hope you feel welcome. And to returning folks, hey, y'all. Hope you're having the most amazing morning. I don't know what y'all are up to. Some of you might be spending time with family having breakfast. Some of you may be opening presents. I know Anna Stratus did her meal last night. I'm sure it was delicious. Anyone who can make as well as Anna Stratus can either bake or cook epically well, or maybe both. So I'm sure it was delicious, Anna. Maybe this morning you're just relaxing. That's my hope for you after cooking that big meal. I want to say a special good morning to Misty. Good morning, Misty. Good morning. And to Margaret. Good morning, Margaret. Merry Christmas. And to Miss Bertha and Susan. Oh, the list can keep going. I'm wishing all of you the merriest and happiest of days today. I don't know what y'all are up to. I don't know if you're going to be watching all of the wonderful videos. How thoughtful was it that so many people posted videos for this morning, knowing that not everybody has family to celebrate the holiday with, right? So many kind people posted great videos. So there's tons for everybody to watch this morning. And if that's what you're doing, I hope that gives you lots of joy. Good morning, Pat. Good morning. Merry Christmas to you and the boys. And good morning, of course, to everybody who, whether you're celebrating this holiday by yourself, whether you're doing it with friends and family, whether you're just enjoying the morning, I hope that you're really feeling that it's a festive time. I know around here there's tons of Christmas carols and Christmas music playing, and you certainly can't miss the fact that it's the holidays. That's for sure. That's for sure. You know, the bestie is in, and yesterday evening we had an amazing meal together, all of us, and then the bestie decided she was going to help me reorganize my dies. Now, I have to tell you, y'all are responsible for her interest in this whole community, because before seeing videos, you know, she knew what I was doing, but I think it didn't really come to life for her until she saw both my videos and your videos. And so she wanted to help. And I thought that was like super thoughtful. I mean, can you imagine a non-crafter being like, let me help you? So one of the things she did last night, which was really nice of her, and I'm kind of excited to share it with you, is that she started reorganizing my craft dies. So, you know, my husband was kind enough, guys, to bring me these sheets back from the Holy Land, these magnetic sheets, because they're really expensive here in comparison, and they're inexpensive in the Holy Land. The problem is they're also super heavy. So he brought them back for me, which was really nice of him in his suitcase, but they were too heavy for us to bring both to New York and then here. So the bestie brought them down in her car. So last night, she took all my dies and she decided to group them. So I had them like in their original packaging, kind of like the way Ebony Sharing More Often has them. Most of them, except for the ones I traveled with to the Holy Land, were still in like their original sleeve with the backing, and only a couple of those have photos on them, like if it was a Spellbinders die from Spellbinders, then it had like a picture with it and so forth. So she decided that she was going to group them into like categories. Like you'll see on this page that she did, even though this isn't really a Valentine's Day page, she put like the heart tree, this because it came with all these little heart sentiments, little heart flag, the heart balloon, little mini hearts that came with something, and then one of my favorite dies, which is this one, and it came with a heart. And then she started to group the flowers together, and on the other side, we started doing all the doilies and flowers dies on the back of this one. But this took her hours, folks. Like, it took her hours of sorting through the dies, grouping them first into like-minded categories, and then starting to put this together. And she didn't mind. She just sat there for like 3 hours and deciding like, okay, this should go with this should go with this. And I thought that was really nice of her. We also wrapped up some We Wishes, or rather, I put them together and the bestie wrapped them in craft paper. And she only did like 5 or 6 packages, but it was really funny. She's like, this is a lot of work. And yeah, just so you guys appreciate this and you'll get a good chuckle. All she did was wrap them in craft paper. Like, it's not, we didn't stamp the outside. We didn't decorate the outside. I had all the packages ready. So all she had to do was like basically wrap them in craft paper. And she was like, this is a ton of work. And I was laughing because I was like, girly, we haven't done anything yet. There's no stamping on those craft packages. There's no notes. They're not addressed. I had all those little packages ready. And she was like, you know, I didn't realize how much effort goes into this. And I was like, mm-hmm. And this is a bought treat, not a made treat. So I reminded her of that. I was like, when you make things on top of that go inside, this is why I say a swap can't be done in a day, folks. For me, it couldn't be done in 2 weeks. There's no way, even if I worked on it every day. Because like last night, just organizing the dies and then putting together one sheet took the bestie 3 hours. And then in addition to that, we did some wrapping, and that took her a long time. So by the time she was done, she's like, I don't think I could do a swap in a month. And I said, well, you get better at it and you get more organized. And I love that Sharing More shared her process. It's very similar, folks, to the way I was telling you I've been doing things lately too, where if I know I'm doing, let's say, I'm doing a swap with Jelly Bean, I'm doing a swap with Carmen, and I'm doing some contest entries like Marilyn's and Soleil's, then I keep in mind, or is there any shared die in common that I'm going to use? Now, sometimes there isn't, because like Soleil's aesthetic is very different from Marilyn's aesthetic. So sometimes there aren't any shared dies in common. But let's say there is one shared die in common. I'll make sure that I run all of them at one time to keep the cutting time down. And I told you, like, I love Sharing More's way because she's even more meticulous than I am. She actually labels it, puts a sticky note with a label, and she'll even tuck in like a copy of what the die was. I don't do that. I do put a note, but I don't do the whole thing. I think I might actually adapt more Sharing More's methodology, because sometimes if I'm tired, I don't even put in the note. I just die cut it all out, and usually I just remember. But after seeing Ebony's method, I realized you could be doing this better, girlfriend. So thank you so much, Ebony, for sharing that. I really appreciate it. You know, when we share these sort of crafting tips with one another, I think it's so useful. We're all going to work differently. Do you remember Rosita? Hey, Rosita, Merry Christmas to you and to Alex. You know, when I shared my methodology in the summer, Rosita was like, I have to do it differently. I have to finish a thing from beginning to end. Like, if I start a tag, I have to start it and finish it all the way through. Everyone has to find the best way for them to work. But I think when we share the way we work, it helps other people figure out the best way for them. And that's a really nice gift. So I really love that Ebony did that video. Loved it. Loved it. I also really loved her Merry Christmas video this morning. I thought it was super cute. Guys, if you are by yourself this morning and you are finding yourself at home, I hope that you are celebrating yourself with coffee, tea. Certainly there's so many great videos for you to watch this morning because people were very thoughtful. There's tons of great stuff on YouTube. And also there's videos like this where people are saying, good morning, Merry Christmas to you. And I hope that makes you feel less alone. Merry Christmas to Mary Jane. I know you mentioned you're alone this holiday season. So I hope that you see this video and you feel like someone this morning wished you Merry Christmas. I think that's important, folks. I do think it's important. One of the great gifts about this community is that we have one another. And so on a day like today, I think it's particularly important. It's particularly important that we come on and we say, you know, happy holidays, everybody. And even if you're not celebrating this holiday, sometimes that can also feel pretty lonely. So I want to make sure that those people also feel like they have a place today in our community and that they're also having a joyful day. Y'all know I love days where we get to spend time with friends and family. Maybe you get to do a little bit of crafting. Maybe you're just relaxing or watching Hallmark movies. Whatever you're doing today, folks, I hope it gives you tons of joy. Again, a very special shout out to Misty C. I hope you have a fabulous day today. I really do. And I hope that you and your family enjoy this afternoon and that it blesses you with all sorts of happiness. And to everyone on here, each and every one of you who subscribe to this channel and make this an amazing community that it is every day, thank you. And the happiest of holidays to you. The bestie's going to be back over later today. We're going to finish doing the dies. I'm going to do a little packaging. I did do quite a bit last night, and I'm going to do a bunch more today while spending some time with the husband who has unfortunately hurt himself. Yep. He was fishing all day yesterday, and he did a double, which is like when you do 2 shifts of fishing, and I think he really hurt his back. So we want him to rest today and hopefully heal while I sort of putter around and do all sorts of fun, crafty things. All right, y'all. Wishing you the happiest of holidays today. I'll see y'all later. Bye for now.